No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to Johnson. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got a man. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The snap sets up the throw. Bring in the heat. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Sutter. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Ducks want to move quickly.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That penalty has them set up with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
It's picked off, and it's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Moore to the air. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hunt is on its way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out route. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself the chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Moore. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moore will throw. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. He's got it along the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it.
There he goes. Across the 50-yard and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Spins away from the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got the first down and more. Open space at the 25. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
Snags it down the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. That's reeled in. It's Marshall.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Davison. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been for the...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on 1st down. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Carr. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
I don't know, maybe he's mad at the offense, so he's not going to let him play with the football. They're just punting on 2nd down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Davison. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. they're setting up the punt on first down. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback may change this route. A strike downfield. Flying down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Notre Dame, 3.
Coming out with it, it's Barres. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. He's in open space downfield.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your Oregon Ducks will take over. 1st and 10.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man by himself. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Barres. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Running into the open space.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Oregon Ducks will take over. 1st and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with his... He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Floating away. He just kept backing away from that pressure, and he stepped out of the back of the end zone. It'll be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that, A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out.
Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Going right to work up top. All by himself. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was
Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal here. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. To the air, it's Carr. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Skips away from pressure. He just threw it away on fourth down. I get not wanting to have the turnover, but I think he'd want to keep that one alive a little longer.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The quarterback takes a knee.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Perez. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Sutter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Pocket breaking down. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship.